Welcome to Unit 7, Exploring Fractions. Let's take a look at Lesson 7.7, Equivalent Fractions. To get ready for this lesson, let's review what we learned in the last lesson. We learned that equivalent means equal or the same value, and that when we're looking at equivalent fractions, we're going to look for patterns. Okay, so let's look at a number line. Since I am going to find an equivalent fraction, I'm going to make two number lines. So for fractions, I know that fractions are very small pieces of numbers. So I'm going to start my number line at 0, and I'm going to have 1 over here to show one whole. And then I can do the same thing, and I'm going to line it up from my number line right below. Now, I can start to think about how I can split this up into fractions. So the first fraction that's probably the easiest is half. So I need to think about where on this line could I show a half? Well, we know if we've ever shared anything, half is about in the middle. So I can make a line there to say 1/2. Now let's try to split it up into thirds. So half has 2 as our denominator. I want to make 3 our denominator. So I have to think, how am I going to split this up into 3 equal pieces? Well, 1 will be over here on this side of half, and 1 will be over here on this side of half. So this will be about 1/3. Which means that this will be 2/3. And then I have 1, which is the same as 3/3. Up here, I can say 1 is the same as 2/2. 2/2 make a whole. Okay, when I look at these two number lines, do I have anything that's equivalent? Well, 0 and 0, but that's not really a fraction, it's 0. How about 1/3? Is that equivalent to anything on here? No, the next thing is 1/2, but it's not equivalent because 1/3 is less than 1/2. How about 2/3? No, nothing equivalent yet. So I'm going to make another number line. This time I'm going to split it into 4s. Fourths would be the way we say it for fractions. So if I want 4 pieces, well, I know that 4 is an even number, so I'll be able to split this in half. Okay, that's 2 pieces so far. I need to divide it into halves again to make fourths. So this would be 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4. Now, do you see any equivalent fractions? Yes, I see that 1/2 is the same as 2/4. See how they line up and they're the same on the number line? They're the same distance between 0 and 1. So if I show the distance, it's this much for half, this much for 2/4. Those have the same value. If you look carefully, you might actually see other fractions on here that are equivalent. Look at this, 2/2, 3/3, and 4/4. They're all equivalent because they all go to this line. So 2/2 is this length, 3/3 is this length, and 4/4 is this length. It's all the same. So those are also equivalent fractions. So far, we've used number lines to show that 1/2 is equivalent to 2/4. We've also shown that 2/2 is equivalent to 3/3, which is equivalent to 4/4. Now, what you might be noticing is that there's not only a pattern here, but it's continuing on. And I bet you could find many more fractions that go over here. That's called an equivalency chain. this is a chain of equivalent numbers. So it's basically continuing on with the pattern. So let's do that. Let's see if we can do that. I see the easiest one would probably be this. 2/2 equals 3/3 equals 4/4. What else could we add to this chain to make it even longer? Well, 5/5, 6/6. What if we went out of that order and said 10? What would go on the bottom? 10, right. So if you notice what the pattern is, I could say 20 over 20. I could even say 1,524. What would the denominator be? 1,524. We could go on and on and on. These are all equivalent because they follow the same rule. The top and the bottom are the same. The top and the bottom are the same. So that's the same for all of these fractions. We can see that the relationship between the numerator and the denominator is we take the numerator, okay, and we multiply it by 1 so that it stays the same for the denominator. That's the pattern that we found. Let's look at another pattern with the fractions that we found over here, 1/2 and 2/4. Let's see if we can build on this equivalency chain. Well, I remember from the last lesson, we learned that 3 is half of 6. So 3/6 is equivalent to 1/2 and 2/4. Then what if I did 4 at the top? 4 is half of 8. I'm finding the pattern. So I know that I take the numerator, I multiply it by 2, and then I get the denominator. That's the pattern that I found to find equivalent fractions. There are other patterns here too. You notice on the top it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 5 for the next one. And let's count on the bottom. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Let's see if that's right. Is 5 half of 10? Yep. Is 5 times 2 10? Yep. So that is equivalent, and you can add it to our equivalency chain. Equivalency chains can go on and on and on forever and ever and ever. Okay, so we're looking for relationships and patterns to show all the fractions that are equivalent or have the same value.